Hello, my crafty friends. Today I am here with a diamond Z-fold card. So my card is 5 by 7 inches, and I did stamp on the envelope as well. Dear Santa, is it too late to start being good? So this is sort of a cheeky card. The Christmas tree isn't the only thing getting lit this year. And I've got some cocktail charms and the sentiment inside. Here's tonight's We'll Never Remember, with friends we'll never forget. So this is just a fun card that I have in mind for someone special. As usual, my card started with the pattern paper. Now, this is a pattern paper pad that I've had for quite a while. It's called Holiday Bash. It's from Recollections, so Michael's. And I've probably had it, well, I got it well before COVID started, I think even the year before that. I tend not to keep using a paper pad until it's gone each year because I find, well, I get bored. I make one card and I'm happy enough with it, but then I just stop flipping through the paper because I'm done with it and I move on to another pad. And I just keep rotating through all of the pads, but it also means I never actually use a pad up, or it takes a very long time to use a pad up. And then the other reason, I guess, is I feel like then my blog, the cards all start to look the same because they're all in the same color scheme, etc. But this one's been around too long. I really need to use it up. I need to use up some of the things in my craft room, not just use it, but I'd like to use them up. So I have been working with this paper pad. So that is what inspired the card today. So that is the, the cute cups and cocktails patterned paper. And I actually only have one 12 by 6 inch strip left of that one, and then both of those sheets are gone. There was 2 sheets of each design in the paper pad. Other than the sentiment stamp, which is new in my craft room, I got it from Scrap and Stamp Canada, Inappropriate Christmas by Picket Fence Studios. The stamps just kind of cracked me up. One day of coal is worth 364 days of fun. Let's be full of spirits this year. Get your fat pants ready, it's Christmas. And Dear Santa, is it too late to start being good? So just some fun stamps, and you can see by the staining on them, I'm already getting good use out of that sentiment set, and that's what I used on here. Back to the sentiment here, that's the only kind of new thing that I used. Everything else I've had for a year or longer in my craft room. So I was happy to use some of those things up. So the snowflakes, they're a couple of years old from Stampin' Up, and they came like this. Wonderful snowflakes, and they're iridescent. So I cut one in half actually and used them here, and then added one here. They're very subtle and you don't see them right away until the light catches them. And then these tiny little snowflakes, oh my gosh, they are a huge favorite. They are also from Stampin' Up and from a couple of years ago, and they are called the adhesive backed snowflakes. There's kind of a sheet, kind of a blue tinge, and also one with kind of a pinky yellowy tinge. So I used them, and you get a whole bunch of them in the package. So I used one whole full package up, and I'm about halfway, I guess over halfway done this package as well. And then the charms are the cocktail charms, or rather the happy hour charms from Karen Burniston. So they come in the 2 pieces, and you see they are actual charms. There's a number of die sets that you can use to dangle these little charms in the openings. But if you just use scissors and snip off those little hanging holes after you die cut it, then you have little embellishments that you can use. And I like that the dies are open. So for these spaces here, I was able to line them up on just a scrap of this kind of pink snowflake paper to make sure I had a snowflake in the center of each of what would be the liquid part of the glass. The stitch circles, they're also fall away pieces. I believe they came when I was doing a Magic Iris card. You have to cut 3 layers and the centers fall out, and I'm pretty sure that's where they came from. It would be the Magic Iris or the Shutter card from Lawn Fawn. But I mean, it's just a pretty little stitch circle, so I hang on to them, and this card used 3 of them, so that worked out really well. After adhering my layered happy hour charms, I gave all of the circles a spritz with shimmer spray. So again, it might be hard to see in the video, but that's sparkly and pretty in real life. Now this sentiment here, I've actually used that a number of times over the years. I have no idea if this is still available. If it is, I will find it and link it for you on my blog, which is in that description box below. But this is the Cheers set from Avery L. Time to drink champagne and dance on the table. Eat, drink, and be merry. And cheers to you, to us, to life, to more wine. And then party pop, fizz, toast. Just a fun, you could use that for backgrounds. I've had it for a number of years, so that's why I had bought this set initially when it was available, is because I knew I would get a lot of use out of it over the years. So those are all the details on my diamond Z-fold card. I have done a tutorial for a slimline version, and I can link that in the description box below. But the actual tutorial that I used for the measurements on this, she has already done a video, and I don't feel right just taking her measurements and calling them my own. So I will put that link on my blog if you are interested in a tutorial. So just a fun card I can send out to a special friend at Christmas. If you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button. It is such a help to YouTubers. Subscribe to see more, and that's it for me today.